I'm Alucard Night Raven, and welcome to my next review. And as you can see in front of us, today's review is on the Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise Arcee. And this is a figure that I have issues with. I mean, it's okay, yet it could be so much better. I mean, this is one of those figures where not a lot was done with it that could have been done with it. But with Arcee, it's always difficult. Even the Masterpiece has its issues. I mean, I really like that figure. Great figure. But, trying to get that perfect blend, near impossible. This one, we basically have a vehicle shell, and there's Arcee. And you can see there's her gun stored. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's, I just don't know how to put it. I'm okay with the figure to a point, but I have issues with so much of it because, I mean, it's great getting another female Autobot. It's great expanding the forces, but this is just a shell with the robot. I mean, you could take the entire shell off and have the robot, and you could have both modes without having to buy an extra toy, which is rather unfortunate. But we will get on with the review. So she does roll rather nicely. That is when you get everything transformed properly, which can be rather difficult. You actually have to have quite a few of the parts in the right position. Otherwise, it is not going to transform like you would like it to. Believe me. I've tried and tried with this. But getting into the vehicle mode, you can see seats molded in, somewhat translucent powder blue, I think you could call that, for the windscreen. Some white on top of the pink. You can see this bit coming off. Some more white here. Autobot symbol. There's the entire robot mode. No hiding there. Back of the vehicle, you can see. It would have been nice if there had been like a kind of a cover that would have fit over this to cover it, give it some tail lights, but it is what it is. Now, like I said, the gun stores right there by the handle, and it is like that translucent sort of powder blue, but it is like a pistol, which kind of cool. I mean, that's mainly what she uses. Would have been nice to see her sniper rifle that she had in a couple of G1 episodes, or at least one G1 episode. I know she used a sniper rifle at one point, but it's what we get. You can also plug it in here, or plug it in. There we go. There, which doesn't plug in very tightly. These are mainly used for the backpack part of the transformation. But I think that's it for the vehicle mode. So let's get into transformation. So first thing we will do, we will pop out the legs, and actually let's raise the camera up here so you can see what I'm doing. We'll bring out the legs, rotate, and that's that. Next thing, want to pop these out like that. Or actually, we'll hold those off for now. Next thing we want is to pull this all out, and you can kind of see, well, then you separate. Kind of see this little spot on her butt plugs in right there, and this actually goes into her back when you have it in vehicle mode, and it can be a bit of a pain getting it in there. So like, you kind of gotta finagle it until you get it in that right spot which is like really difficult to do. But basically, and then everything comes apart. Well, we'll forget about that for now. It's such a pain. And this came out. This does come out, but I'm trying to show with transforming it properly and what happened here. See, this is part of my issue with this, is that everything does not like to fit in like it should. All right. So this all goes in right there, and this piece should plug in. There we go. Should plug in right there. That piece goes there. And then, all right. So we'll bring her out enough to transform, and it can be a bit fiddly. But the nose of the car is going to go from up here. You're going to fold that down. Forgive the trouble I'm having here. So the next thing, all right, we'll just pull this out. So what we want to do is we want to bring this out enough to where you can get a hold of it in order to well, here first let's fold these down. So we'll fold these parts down. This one is one of the more frustrating ones. It just doesn't want to do what I ask it to. There we go. And that's going to turn around just like that. Alright, so for the moment we'll leave that off. Next thing is we want to push these pieces in and then bring this all down. Try to. I think that's as far as it's going to go. I don't think, yeah. So that's as far as that piece is going to go. This one is like, it's one of my most frustrating. I've only transformed it a couple of times because of how frustrating it is. So now with this piece, we're going to fold these in. We'll plug it back on. Or try to. Come on. Get in there. And then this will fold up, and these are going to plug in right there. And that's her with her whole backpack. And yeah, the backpack, just too much backpack. Personally, I keep the backpack off, so to remove the backpack, it just pushing that in, but it does come out quite a bit easier than that. Fold this in, set that off to the side for now. But there we have Earthrise Arcee in a robot mode, and she doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's Arcee as we know her. It is Arcee after all. So we'll take a look at that head, and that is a pretty much pure white head with blue eyes. Would have been nice to have a little bit more color on the helmet, but it is what it is. Autobot symbol on the chest. Come down, we got that white along with the pink, some gray down on the legs, some more white and pink. Of course, it's Arcee, it's white and pink. And yeah, and then articulation, the head does move around. We don't really get anything for up or down. It just moves around. It is on a ball joint, but I'm not really getting a whole lot out of it. Arms can come all the way up. Can do full 360, but again, that backpack gets in the way. We do get bicep swivel. We get almost full on the elbow. And as for the hands, they only come in and out like that. We do get a waist, so that's nice. She can kick that far out, that far back. Not quite all the way out for a full Van Damme. We've got swivel just underneath the thigh. We've got double jointed for the knee, thanks to transformation. And the feet only go up and down. There is no ankle pivot. So it's okay. Oh wait, we do get actually a little bit of movement at the thigh here as well. This is mainly for transformation, but you can use it for extra articulation if you wish. But that is pretty much Arcee in her articulation. And she can hold her gun. You just pop it right into her hand. And there she holds her gun. And then the other thing is she can kind of use this as a hoverboard if you wish. So you can see I currently have it like this. I believe you could bring out, but they want you to keep it like this. You could bring out the rear wheels if you wish, but her feet hook to these points right here. And it's one right there. And another one right there. Whoop. I'm trying to get her to use both of these, or there we go. And there she is, using that sort of hoverboard, or trying to. Well, it's not perfect, but there you go. And that is pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to Arcee. She's not the worst figure. I have seen worse, but she is up there for a bad figure on transformation, on hiding that transformation well, on just, yeah. I mean, it's an Arcee. Do I recommend it? Honestly, I would only recommend it if you want to add another female Autobot to the ranks of the Autobots, which is one of the reasons I got it, as well as the fact that Arcee is a character from 1986 onward, from being introduced in Transformers the movie, and then in Season 3, and also in Headmaster's cartoon, and the 3-part Season 4 episodes, or is it 3-part? Yeah, I think it was a 3-parter. Or was it a 5-parter? That short Season 4 of Transformers where it was just about the Headmasters and Target Masters. So that was another reason I got it, is because this is actually a character that I have a familiarity with, because I grew up, seeing her throughout Season 3, seeing her in the Transformers the movie. And then she disappeared after that and really didn't come around until later on, and I think it was Transformers Prime, where they reintroduced an Arcee, but not the Arcee. And then, yeah, so it's nice to have an Arcee figure. I also have the Masterpiece figure. I'm really liking that figure as well. This one, I mean, I would only recommend this if you want to add more female Autobots to the ranks, and if you have an attachment to this character. I did have that attachment. She wasn't the first female Autobot. That goes out to Elita 1, Chromia Firestar, I think her name is. Oh, I'm forgetting their names, but in that one episode of Season 2, where we were introduced to 5 female Autobots, and it sort of paved the way for giving us Arcee, and then Arcee was the one that really stuck and was there throughout the rest of the continuity, and is the one that most people know. It's either her or Alita 1. And I have an attachment to both because I grew up seeing them alongside the Autobots, seeing them fight and kick butt alongside the Autobots, and knowing what a powerful female warrior is. So that's why I had to have her. I needed her for my War for Cybertron trilogy collection. It added on to that, and I think she was a romantic interest for Springer. I believe that was the where it fully went, but do I recommend it? Honestly, it's going to be up to you. Do you feel any attachment to this figure? Do you feel that you want another female Autobot to represent, you know, them in the ranks of the Autobots, to add on to the ranks of the Autobots? So that's up to you. Me personally, I had to have her. Love her. Could she have been improved? Oh, yes. There could have been major improvements, but I could also see where they would have suffered in the lines of the robot and in the vehicle, if they did some more other improvements. So it is unfortunate, but I can also see where they were going for. But as we progress, the Transformers get better and better. I mean, maybe in 5 years' time, they'll do an Arcee that's just absolutely perfect. Great dead on robot mode, great dead on vehicle mode, and who knows. But I think we'll end that here. I hope you enjoyed. I'm Alucard Night Raven. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all later.